What do you think?
Maybe. What's up? What's that? Alright, Kag, where are we?
Tonight we are at Neidpath Castle.
We are.
In Peebles, Scotland.
Is it good enough for you?
Well,
You see, I got accommodation for us tonight.
yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's big
You've
enough.
whinged about some of the accommodation we've had up to now.
Well, some of them needed whinging about.
So,
Shall I tell you some history?
well, did you have to find the creakiest floorboard you could?
I think this isn't so bad. There we are.
There we go. Now you can tell me some history. Go for it, Kag.
Okay. Sir Gilbert Fraser, he actually first founded the first castle here in 1890, and the last Fraser to own the building, he was known as the Patriot, and he was the guy that used to send people off to battle. Supposedly Roslin, where actually I had a relative who used to live in Roslin. Okay. And he sent troops over there 3 times in one day to defeat the English. So anyway, he sent 8,000 soldiers out one time to actually fight an English army that was 3 times the size. Left this place. This place ended up in ruins. It was burnt down and destroyed by the English. So Fraser, the last Fraser, ended up being sent to London, and he was hanged, drawn and quartered, wasn't he?
He was. And his head put upon a spike. I'm sorry, I had to say that bit because
That's fine.
I'm a little bit more morbid.
That's okay. So his poor daughter inherits a ruin. Now, she marries into the Hay family. And in the 14th century, they build the castle that we see today. All right. Now, during that time, in 1530s, they have James VI, King James VI, come and say hello. Mary, Queen of Scots, one of the many.
She got around, bless her.
Many places.
She got around. She was well travelled.
She went everywhere, didn't she?
She did.
Saw everybody. So she was here as well. 1650, Oliver Cromwell decided to come and visit, didn't he?
He did.
And what did he do, Alison?
Well, he decided to blow one of the towers off.
Yeah.
Or out, anyway, a bigger section of it.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice of him. Now, unfortunately, the last of the Hays, he ended up being bankrupt, and he then sold the building on to the Douglas family. So the 4th Duke, the 4th Duke, which was a Douglas, he wasn't really very nice. He was very, very wealthy, but didn't care about Neidpath Castle. He completely ruined the gardens, used to be hanging gardens all the way down to the river, completely ruined it. So on his death in 1810, I believe it was, he wasn't married yet. It was then bought by the Wemyss family, did we say it was?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, Wemyss?
I don't know how you pronounce it. So, all you people who know how to pronounce Wemyss, then
we apologise if we got it wrong.
Yep. Comment down below.
Yes, comment down below. But they own it to this day. So over 200 years now, the family have owned the home, and they're the ones that have restored it back to how it is and how beautiful it is. So
and it is beautiful.
A very brief overview.
Well, I'm going to tell the story of Jean here.
Okay.
Whew, once I get my breath back. How cool. How beautiful is the view. That's Peebles over there in the distance. All right, so this is where I want to talk about a ghost story. Now, William Douglas from the Douglas family, now he had 3 daughters. One of them was called Jean. She fell in love with another laird's son, and unfortunately he was not thought of as good enough standing for William Douglas's daughter. So he sent him away and absolutely broke her heart. But she stood here every day. She came up onto the veranda and she stood every day hoping that the love of her life would return. So she would stand here and wait and wait and wait until her health deteriorated. She became emaciated, and finally he returned. He rode past the castle. She tried to get his attention, but he didn't recognize her, and he kept going, Cag. And she died. She died of a broken heart.
That's terrible.
So that's the way the story goes. Now, Sir Walter Scott wrote a poem all about Jean. So it's called The Maid of Neidpath Castle. And I'll read that for you a bit later, because Cag can't wait to hear it.
Oh.
So later on we will actually, in all seriousness, we will read it out later as a trigger object or a trigger thing and see if she does react to her own poem. I do want to read that poem. Where did I put my phone? There we go. So, not George
William?
not George C. Scott, he was an actor.
Oh.
Sir Walter Scott.
Yeah.
Wrote a poem about Jean as well. He was so taken that he wrote a poem about Jean. And it's called The Maid of Neidpath. So what we're going to do...
I'm looking forward to this.
You haven't heard it yet, have you?
No. I've got so many clothes on. I feel like I am just... should be climbing like Mount Everest type thing.
Okay, so because Jean was heartbroken and passed away from a broken heart, and Sir Walter Scott wrote a poem about her because he was so inspired, we're going to use it as a trigger object. So we're going to start from scratch, and I haven't put mine.
No.
Because we're not professional. Okay. A lover's eyes are sharp to see, and lover's ears in hearing, and love in life's extremity can lend an hour of cheering. Disease had been in Mary's bower, sure what a bower is, and slow decay from mourning, though now she sits on Neidpath's tower to watch her love's returning. All sunken dim, her eyes so bright, her form decayed by pining, till through her wasted hand at night you saw the taper shining. By fits a sultry hectic hue across her cheek was flying.
Is that bad?
By fits so ashy pale she grew, her maidens thought her dying. Yet keenest powers to see and hear seemed in her frame residing. Before the watchdog pricked his ears, she heard her lovers riding.
No.
What was he riding?
Her lovers as well. How many lovers has she got? That's twice it's...
Well, it's lovers with a little apostrophe thing.
Oh, I can say, well, twice it's done plural.
He's riding. Sorry, guys. Ear scarce a distant form was kenned.
Where did Ken come from? Who called Ken in?
We had Ken earlier.
We did.
We had Ken in the... We actually had Ken.
Did we? You were lucky, because I...
You were asleep.
I missed Ken because I was nodding.
This is going well.
Sorry, Kat.
And Kat, if you're commenting, sorry, Facebook isn't showing comments, so Oh God, which is probably just as well. Hang on. All right. Ear scarce a distant form was kenned. She knew and waved to greet him
Yes.
from the balcony, and o'er the battlement did bend, as on the wing to meet him.
Oh, no.
He came.
It's a little bit more than I thought it was going to be.
He came. He passed. And an heedless gaze, as o'er some stranger glancing, her welcome spoke in faltering phrase, lost in his courser's prancing.
What?
Did they just make up words
I reckon it
to
did.
rhyme? The castle arch, whose hollow tone returns each whisper spoken, could scarcely catch the feeble moan which told her heart was broken.
Oh, bless her.
And that was written by Sir Walter Scott, and I am lost for words.
I'm lost for words, and I can understand why I've
Don't
never
even
read
understand what half of these words are.
Yeah. And I understand
But
why
I'm
I-
sure Kend was happy. That's all we need to know. All right, so Jean is here tonight. Sorry we were laughing, Jean. Oh,
Oh,
a bit of a...
fourth one in from the end.
So if you're there, Jean, it's a very sad story. Sorry we were laughing at the poem. It wasn't your story we were laughing at. It's just the way Sir Walter Scott wrote it long after your death. So please don't be offended by us. We haven't had any sleep in so many days now.
And also that he was using words that we don't tend to
We
use
don't
nowadays.
use words like that anymore because they have such a different meaning.
They do.
But if you're there, we'd love to talk to you. It is a very, very sad story.
If you're down this hallway, did you like the poem? I know, like we said before, we messed it up a little bit, and we do apologise.
We did. We messed it
But
up a lot, really.
We did. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it was a little bit amusing. And with children. But how do you feel that you actually had a poem made up about you? How cool was that?
Yeah. That you actually affected somebody else's life, that they wrote about you. Battery going.
All right.
Okay, Kat Evans, is she going to comment? Oh my God, look at the face.
Oh, you can't see it on
Oh my
this.
Lord, that looks Jean.
Can we just move that one so they
Oh
can
my
see
God,
that?
it does. It looks like a face of a woman. Have you seen this, guys? Look at that for pareidolia. That looks like Jean.
Well, how do you know what she looked like?
I'm going to say it looks like Jean.
That's really cool, though, isn't it?
Isn't it? That's just weird.
So-
All right, Jean. Jean. Is there a song about Jean? Jean. No, there
Don't
isn't.
make me sad. Take a sad. No, it's not Jean, but
That's
I
not
just thought-
Jean.
Just thought I'd, make a sad song
To make it
better.
By the way, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting my second wind now.
What are you giving me your hand for? Guys, for the you can't see. She's just put her hand in front of my face.
That was actually in front of you.
What's that for?
Well, I just wanted my voice recorded. I forgot to tell you I wanted it, and I expected you to just know.
Well, where's your voice recorder?
Well, you talk to Jean.
Jean? Where's your bag? Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Is this
All right, so I've got a little box here, and I'm just going to put that in front of on the chair there. So if you can put your voice on it, That would be much appreciated. Now, we've had a bit of fun. Do apologise. It's not at your expense, it's at ours. But as I said, we find it a very, very sad story. My name's Alison, by the way.
My name is Cag.
Now, just wondering if Jean is here. If Jean's here, can you put your name on this box with the orange light?
So, Jean, are you still here after all these years? Still pacing up and down, wondering where your true love is? Do you walk up and down here? Because if you do, can we hear your footsteps, please?
Did you ever find your love?
I think that's my stomach.
Mind you, he probably moved on after you passed away.
I think he'd moved on beforehand, hadn't he? Fancy just riding. Surely, if she was on...
Oh, lights, strip lights.
See, she's agreeing with me. If she was on the balcony for this building, right, if this building was owned by her dad, and she was on the balcony...
Leaning over, waving to him.
Leaning over and waving, wouldn't he have a clue that maybe that person up there is connected to the building?
Well, she was gaunt and skinny and...
But, seriously... I don't think he was worth it. No.
I honestly, Jean, he wasn't worth it.
No. I think he would have recognised you no matter what.
Yeah.
We're really sorry for what you went through. It's a real shame.
Maybe there isn't a Jean here. Maybe it's all just story.
Are you saying that might not have happened?
Maybe there's somebody else here.
I think it might be one of those stories that there's a little tiny bit of truth in it, but you... What do you think?
Maybe. Let's listen back and find out. All right, so I've got a little box here and I'm just going to put that in front of on the chair there. So if you can put your voice on it, that would be much appreciated. Now, we've had a bit of fun. Do apologise.
No, do it again.
Much appreciated. Now, we've had a bit of fun. Do apologise. It might be movement, guys. If you can put your voice on it, that would be much appreciated. Now, we've had a bit of fun. Do apologise. Not at your expense.
Sounds like a breath.
It's at ours. Your voice on it, that would be much appreciated. Now, we've had a bit of fun. Maybe there isn't a Jean here. Maybe it's all just story.
Are you saying that might not have happened?
Maybe there's somebody else here.
I think it might be one of those stories that there's a little tiny bit of truth in it, but you... What do you think?
Maybe.
Oh, fuck, what's that?
It's a piccolo.
Yeah, but why?
There's a little tiny bit of truth in it, but you... What do you think?
Maybe.
Oh, fuck, what's that?
It's a piccolo.
Yeah, but why?
Piccolo was happy up there.
It's been up there the whole time.
It
Why?
has. Okay, guys, that's the
Okay,
piccolo.
I'm not sure if you saw that on there because
Well, you would have heard it if you didn't see it. That was me
that was
to
a
move the
piece
chair
of
slightly.
equipment just
Yeah.
that's been up there for ages.
By the way, you just hit me in the boob when you did that.
Sorry. Meerkat mode. Meerkat mode. Oh,
All right, well,
that's
that was interesting.
okay. Well, that's got no reason to fall off,
No, because it was quite happy there.
and it was leaning back over.
All right, well, do you want me to go down them?
Would you have seen that, guys? I don't even know if you would have seen that.
No, I doubt.
I don't even
see
think the
it.
camera saw it.
No.
That's annoying. So it's the one piece of equipment that is out of camera shot for both cameras.
Well,
All the equipment to fall off, it was the equipment that neither of these cameras can see.
of course.
All right. You would have seen my reaction though on the other camera.
Yes. Wait for the reaction.
Well, I was going to go down and do an Estes, so...
Oh, well, do you want to go down there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
What have you got? Okay, I'm going to go down and check out that equipment, guys.
Okay.
But notice it fell off, and yet I am still going to go and stand over there.
Because that's what you do.
Because that's what I do. I startle, I swear,
Yep.
I go on hyper alert,
All right, now.
then I go and face the danger. But anyway, now I'm going to turn it to where I'm going to be.
Yeah, I think this bit here, guys.
Let's
looks
go
like
see what damage has been done to my piccolo. I
looks
know
like
I
some-
said try and play with it. I didn't say throw it across the floor.
No, looks like the
Goodness
Grim Reaper.
sake.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, there is no reason for it to fall off. I'll put it there now. All right,
Okay, you ready?
it's me.
Oh, that's Alison just making something
Oh,
gently
shit.
with a foot.
Fell over.
Okay.
Speak up.
All right. So,
I think it's so.
oh, really? Jean, are you here tonight? I'd love to talk to you. My name's Cag. Are you here tonight?
Until midnight.
Okay. And then after midnight, that's
You
it,
have
isn't
to
it?
say,
Oh, do we? What time is it? Well, you must have gone then.
I wonder if I can sit on this. Oh shit, there goes Piccolo.
There's the piccolo gone again. That's twice now.
Piccolo's determined not to have.
Yeah. Jean, are you with us, sweetheart? Do you still pine for that guy? Are you still here with us?
I'm injured.
Oh no, what happened? What do we do with you?
Hospital.
Oh wow, okay.
I need help.
Wow. Okay. We can try and get you to hospital. What have you done? Did you fall over something? Did you hurt something? You need to tell us if we're going to help you.
What is wrong?
What is wrong with what? Are you concerned of why he just carried on past the building and...
I think that's a ghost.
Okay. Are you concerned of why he didn't see you?
Colin.
Okay. Who's Colin? No, you don't want to talk to us? I thought it was going to be quite interesting to start off with. gone about to the hospital and... But no, it's not going anywhere, is it? Oh.
What time is it?
It's getting late.
She's talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to you. Can you hear me?
As if.
Okay. Talking to somebody. That was me.
It's weird. It's like all the voices have stopped.
Okay.
Nothing. No. I mean, nothing. Oh, hang on. Love.
Oh, that's nice.
My boy.
Piccolo.
No. It's funny, there was lots of voices to start with.
Mm.
Oh, anything?
No, but your battery went on with the patrons.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Only just gone, so...
have you got it back
Oh, the
on?
piccolo went off as well, apart from... It was interesting to start off with. It sounded like you were talking like hospitals and ill and...
It,
that you needed help.
it was a lot of clear voices, and then suddenly
Yeah.
there was no voices.
Yeah.
It's like there was no voices
Mhm.
suddenly, even though it was going through all the station areas. It was weird. I mean, looking at the windowsill, it could have slipped off
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Could have just eventually slid.
Yep.
Oh, I think I just ran my fingers through some spiders.
Oh, lovely. That's nice.
Spider webs. Spider
Well-
webs.
Rather you than me.
We're going to move on to our last location here.
Yeah.
And then it's actually in our bedroom, isn't it?
It is. Which is a little bit creepy.
Which is good because once we finish with you, we can say good night and
we'll
then
go
just
to bed.
collapse into bed.
Yeah.
It's great. So we'll see you in the next spot. Right, I am going to take some photos.
Some photos. Well, that's good. Go do your photos.
Take the photos. Right. Now, I didn't get to investigate this last time. Now, the interesting thing about this, though, it wouldn't have always been here. Remember I said about the big room downstairs and how they didn't have a ceiling? That's actually the ceiling here.
Ah.
So all of this would not have been here when it was originally built. Obviously, over time, they changed it. Still very old, but you can see it had the original vaulted ceilings. And then, of course, they updated it and did all this. But this is a beautiful room in here.
Stunning.
You can have your bath cab, get up completely naked at the window.
Like,
Literally.
I mean, it's even like you can't even go to the toilet in peace, can you?
Because if somebody's up on the top of the hill.
Well, yeah.
If somebody's on the top of the hill there.
And there are walking paths up there.
Yeah. Then
And then
they're
not
going to
only
see
that,
all their glory.
but this is only got by a curtain. There's Alison's
That's
bed.
my bed. Oh my God. Look at the dress in the corner. This has to be the most...
Don't need to see your belly.
This has to be the most comfortable bed I've ever been in.
And that's
That's
mine.
Kag's.
There.
That's Kag's bed over there. All right. So
Neither of us should be using this
that's what
toilet.
comes. It's good to be the boss. So it's 2:30 in the morning. We have one last area to do. We're at Neidpath Castle and we are in the bedroom. There we go.
That's just the...
Okay. So the lantern's going off because we've just turned the lights on. And that sudden flood of electricity going through the system sets the EMF lantern off. So that's explainable.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Ah, thank you.
Not you. That's better. That's it. You've improved so much.
Thank you. All right, if there's anybody here tonight, my name's Alison.
And my name's Kag.
We're just going to sleep in your bed. That comes out so wrong, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
You're going to sleep in your bed tonight. But we're here, we're staying, we're going to be in your bedroom. We're staying the night, so thank you for having us today, or tonight.
Well, they didn't have a choice.
No, they didn't. But maybe there's nobody here at all who is to do with what we've talked about. Maybe there's somebody who used to work here. All right, let's do an EVP. And then I'll do Nestus. If we're sounding very slowly, it's not because we've been drinking. All right, it's because I had 3 hours sleep last night. Then I had a 6-hour drive today.
Yeah. And it's 2:30.
And it's 2:30 in the morning. So,
Apart from that, though, it's all good.
all right, so I've got a little box right in front of me here. And I was wondering if you could put your voice on this little box. Maybe you can tell us who you are.
If there's anybody here, are there any children with us tonight? Would you like to play with some toys?
Tag stomach.
Is anybody here from the time when there were lots of fighting going off around here? There was an awful lot of wars and fights, and now we've got just rumbly tummies.
Yeah, tag. Maybe you were here when Oliver Cromwell attacked the castle and blew part of the tower off. Did anybody get hurt during that? Were there people killed? Were you witness to it?
Oliver Cromwell's got a lot to answer for.
Mm.
And we got to ask if Mary Queen of Scots is here. Can you let me know, is there any way you didn't visit that you would have liked to have done?
Oh, what's that? The snake. It's an asp.
That's you. You're a pain in the asp. Is it not flashing?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to listen back.
If there's anybody here, are there any children with us tonight? Would you like to play with some toys?
Tag stomach. Have you brought your toys?
No, but I was planning on the fact there won't be any children up here.
Okay.
But if need be, I will run down and go and fetch them.
2 floors.
Well, not run, maybe walk slowly and then walk even slower.
Big swallow.
It was, wasn't it?
So,
Now, what was the
That was
music?
a ting. Sounds like the.
is anybody
Sounded like
here
music, but
from
we didn't comment on it.
the time when there were
Hang on.
lots of fight?
So it sounds like the music box goes, but music box wasn't going off.
Is anybody here from,
That before that, wasn't it? So if you listen where we're talking,
well, not run, maybe walk slowly and then walk even
Very
slower
big.
on the way back up.
there.
So, but if need be, I will run down and go and fetch them.
It's like
2
one
floors.
tin.
Yeah.
Well, not run, maybe walk slowly and then
And the big
walk even
swallow.
slower on the way back
There is
up.
another tin though as well. There.
So. And we've got to ask, Mary Queen of Scots
Maybe.
is here.
Baby.
Can you let me know, is there anyone you didn't visit that you would have liked to have done? The snake.
There's nothing really on here,
No.
apart from the music.
It's you, you're
I'm just
painting it.
wondering, because I'd have to check back, guys, but I'm just wondering if the ting we heard was actually the ghost tube seer. You know, when it comes up with a picture?
Ah,
So when ghost tube seer comes out with a picture, it has a little ting
Yeah.
just to alert you that there's a picture coming up. So I'm thinking maybe the ting we heard, we just didn't see, notice the picture. How about I do a bit of an Estes and I go and lie on my bed?
You go and lie in your bed, even though I've
I'm
put
thinking
lights
if you
there.
go and lie in the bed, you will fall asleep.
I will fall asleep. And who says you're not going to?
Hey?
We have had a load of Maltesers, so we should be.
We've had a whole box of Maltesers. And you
Yeah.
know what? I feel more tired after eating those Maltesers.
Okay. Alright, guys. Turn this one this way.
If I fall asleep, I apologise.
Okay, Alison, can you hear me?
Hush!
Okay.
In prison.
What's your name? Can you tell me, please?
Face.
Can you tell me a story? I mean, it's about your life. Is the poem that Walter Scott wrote, is that actually really about you, or is it just a made-up one?
Sir.
That's true, it is. Sir Walter Scott. I do apologise. If that is you that I have just offended, I apologise for that.
No words.
Well, that's not good, is it? It's a shame you don't want to talk to us, because we would love to talk to you. There's no member of any of the families that used to live here with us tonight?
There's absolutely very little coming through.
Alright.
There's hardly any words. I've had to take them for a little walk around. I'd have thought, you know what we haven't tried ever?
What's that?
Walking around with this on.
Okay.
So walking through the building,
Yeah.
but with the ghost box on.
Yeah. So do you still walk these stairs? You can see where the steps have worn away, guys, as well, throughout the years. Okay, so look at this one here. This used to be one big room. Alright. So this is a false ceiling. And that leads into... Ew, okay.
Show you how big this is.
Look, this is the fireplace.
Big.
So this was the fireplace, because the room went from here all the way down to there, and then up through the floor above us up to the ceiling. So you can imagine how. Oh
witch marks!
yeah, underneath there, look.
I think. There. So all the way along, you got these marks. Hang on, let me just, because there's some more over here. Another one there. Can you see it? Now, I don't know if they're actually... Witch marks, but it's the same marking. We got them there.
They really were obsessed with witch marks back in the day.
But it wasn't always witches, it was just evil spirits and bad luck. It's not on that wood. Seems to be the big.
Yeah.
So you've got some homework to do, guys. Find out what that mark means.
Did you have to go up and down these stairs a lot when you were here? Oh my God.
Wow. And we've been up and down these stairs so many times today.
We have.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you find it hard, or were you a lot fitter than we are?
Ooh.
Oh my God. Thankfully, we can't.
Oh! You see what's written on here?
I know. Oh!
A lintel. I think it means this here.
I was looking at this.
Where? Oh my God! Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a sword. What did you think it was?
I just saw that end bit there. I didn't see this bit here.
Oh my God! So that's a lintel. It's a medieval tombstone. How cool is that?
Because we've got time to explore now, which we hadn't before.
Oh, what's this? It's a very strange P. Boy.
There's a step there, love. So there's just lots and lots of different rooms as you go around. Did you meet Mary Queen of Scots? If you didn't, you were about the only person that didn't.
Thought it said girl.
Okay. Did you make to wish she was a girl when you met her?
Bloody.
Oh, okay. Well, she was beheaded. There's Alison on a bad day up there, look. That's what she looks like. Future Alison.
Turn around.
Sorry, not sorry. Oh, every now and then you get a little bit. this, guys. It's all the writing on here. Can you see it all? What colour is that?
Don't.
Okay. Don't what? We're not going to do anything. Hang on.
There's that sign again.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same sign that was on the...
The cross. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Boy.
Okay, so is there a boy here? We talked about. Can you tell me what your name is, please? What's your name? What did these call you? Can you remember that?
2001's not that old.
No.
Stop it.
Okay. The worrying thing is, I don't know where these stones came from. These stones are from inside the building. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Fortunately, we can't show you the views because it's dark.
Yeah.
But we are quite high up. This is where Jean used to stand and wait for her lover.
You see down there. Alright.
So we're now up on the roof.
And the points
I
at the
think this
flag.
wood's all been replaced.
You pointed at the flag. There's a Scottish flag up there, look.
Us.
Us. Okay. I don't know if you guys are commenting or not. We're just stuck on Huntsman 1. So I'm just gonna...
That's how the Scottish, it's shite.
It's shite.
It's shite.
Sound like my mother. It's shite.
Now I don't know what this is from. Probably collapsed from the roof.
Yeah. She's a bit sad, isn't it? Probably salvaged for when one of the towers got
Old
blown up.
steps, I don't know where they go.
There, look. To the Great Wall via the safe room, just over there, look.
To the where? I can't hear you. To the where?
The sign down there, look.
Okay.
So did you used to use these stairs?
Yes.
Oh, good. You must have been very fit when you lived here. Up and down stairs all the time. I would have made base on the ground floor and stayed there.
Obsessed with witch marks now.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Oh. Okay, so that's the first family. Then they married into the Hay family, and the last Hay got into debt and sold his property to the Douglas.
Oh, this has been found on the property.
Oh yeah, did I show you it? And then now it's owned by these guys here. So this is the stuff that's been found. I'm going to start in this one over here. Salt cellar, buckles, buttons, coins,
Pottery. medieval pottery.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh, look, a rat.
Oh my God, look at that.
Mummified rat.
Well, I never.
What are sandy dabbers? Oh, musket balls.
Ah.
Wow.
Look at the armour. That's a fragment of armour.
Cannonball.
Yeah. Fragment of armour.
What?
Fragment of armour.
Oh, yeah. Look at the cannonball.
Yeah.
1650.
Wow.
The Siege of Neidpath. Oh. Okay, so this is about the Cromwell stuff. This large-sized ball was fired from a culverin, the name derived from the Latin colluta, a snake. We had a snake come out on sea earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that would be for the battle.
Yeah.
This term was used in the 15th and 17th century for pieces of artillery that had the same caliber and fired the same shot. Much used for battering fortifications and probably fired during the Siege of Neidpath by Cromwellian forces in 1650. Cromwell defeated a Scottish force at Dunbar on the 3rd of September 1650. Then in November of that year, Major Lambert, with a force of 3,000 men, took possession of the town of Peebles, which is where we are, and laid siege to Neidpath Castle. The castle surrendered in December, so they held out for about 8 weeks
Yeah.
in the castle. After a month holding out longer than any other south of Edinburgh. Cromwellian enforcers were only in power for a year. Oh, there you go.
Back up.
All right, we'll go down the basement and lose you because we're in the basement soon. So this is how thick the walls are. So you can see it's a fortified house to withstand battles. But in here, you probably want to stand. I'll take it just to show in here. I don't know if you can see. All right, that's the only way in and out in the old days, was that wooden thing. That's because this was the oubliette. So this is where prisoners were thrown down. And of course they had to get in and out of here in more modern times, so they cut the whole wall out.
Yeah.
So they would throw them down there. You didn't get out.
No.
So kind enough to give you food, you're lucky. Oh, they put the well up there.
And then.
And the well. How huge this is. I have a stone for you. Okay, I'm going to drop a stone in. Ready? So castles, I'll take this off. Castles always had a well inside, so that people stormed the castle and they were under siege. You can live without food for a few weeks, but you can't live without water. So castles always had a well within the precinct of the castle, so they were always okay for water. So this one obviously lasted out for a month before Cromwell took it. And there you go, massive well. One last room. We'll take you up to the chapel. Hello?
Oh, hello. You're talking to us now. Put your headset back on. How gorgeous is this, guys? There was a wedding here yesterday.
This is chapel.
Isn't it lovely?
Which, in reality, would have been a hall in its day. And that, let's take this off, there isn't much happening. If it was, I wasn't listening. So that is Neidpath Castle.
Cool.
All right, guys, we are literally, our eyes are going on our feet. So we're going to go to bed.
Our eyes are going and our feet.
I don't know what I'm saying.
That's all good. I understand you. All right,
They
guys.
probably understand me too.
All right. See ya.
See you next time we're on.